Ready? Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence for Mayor Clara Lou Gould. May she rest in peace. Thank you. Yeah, can you do the roll call for us?
Mayor Martin.
Here.
Trustee Palermo.
Here.
Trustee Macedo.
Here.
Trustee Hughes. Here. Trustee Ruggiero.
Here.
Okay, thank you. And you have a copy of the minutes in your binder. Take a look at those.
If we could, in the minutes and also on the letterhead, if we could just spell my last name correctly.
What are we doing? How are we spelling it wrong?
The I's in the wrong place.
Ruggiero, I before E.
That's right.
And I just see that under my comments here that the paving was going to be done on Shirley Avenue. That did not happen because of weather. Sorry. So we're, at this point, now that there's been such a change in the weather, we're kind of dependent on the blacktop,
Closes.
places. So I'm not sure that that's going to get done this year, but that's first on the agenda for as soon as the blacktop is able to come in for next year. So is there a motion to accept the minutes as sent?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Right.
Okay, under abstracts for general fund. $199,188.26. Capital sewer waste water treatment expansion, $10,081.40. Trust and agency, $2,107.50. Sewer abstract is $137,324.88. And the water abstract is $38,349.58. I'll entertain a motion to accept the abstracts as read.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. All right, under mayor's comments, let's see what we have here. Okay. So I have a press release that we prepared. The Village of Fishkill was awarded the competitive SS4A Planning and Demonstration Grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation. I'm proud to announce that the Village of Fishkill has been awarded a competitive Safe Streets and Roads for All, also known as an SS4A grant, planning and demonstration grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation. Fishkill is one of 13 municipalities in New York State to receive this competitive grant, which will play a pivotal role in improving road safety and addressing traffic challenges in our community. Since safety is a top priority for everyone who lives, works, and visits the Village of Fishkill, this grant represents a critical step in addressing the growing traffic concerns, particularly along Route 52 and other areas in the village. It's not just about improving the traffic flow, but ensuring that everyone can travel safely, whether they're walking, biking, or driving. The village's recognition of increasing traffic concerns, especially on Route 52, underscores the importance of this funding. The planning and development efforts are supported by the SS4A grant will include developing a comprehensive road safety action plan tailored to the village's specific needs, informing improvements along key corridors identified as safety concerns, and utilizing quick build and other temporary strategies to test and demonstrate potential safety features before permanent implementation. The Village Board of Trustees has been steadfast in addressing traffic issues, and this grant enables our community to begin implementing meaningful change. While we've made progress in recognizing and addressing traffic concerns, we know there is more work to do. This grant is a significant step forward in making the Village of Fishkill safer for all. It also sets the foundations for future improvements and long-term planning. Let's see, and then the second page, the Village of Fishkill is committed to transparency and community involvement throughout this process. We encourage residents and business owners to stay engaged and to share feedback as the project unfolds. Together, the Village of Fishkill can work toward a safer, more accessible, and connected community. So we're very happy that we received these grant funds, and we look forward to working with the state and everyone to help address the traffic concerns that we have. Okay, I also have a letter here from the Hudson Valley Rugby Club. They just wanted to extend the heartfelt thanks to the Village of Fishkill Board of Trustees for granting them the privilege of using Sarah Taylor Park. The park has become an invaluable asset to them. They've added 34 new members, and they are helpful and also committing to helping to maintain the park. So it's their hope to continue fostering a mutual beneficial relationship. We've been very happy to have them there. It's been really great to see their program grow and to, house a very unique and interesting sport, the rugby club. So we're happy to have them. I just had a few more things. So let's see what else we have here. This Saturday, or actually Sunday, is our tree lighting. That's going to start at 3:30 till 5:30. It's our tree lighting, and Santa comes to the Village Hall. At 5:30, the tree will be lit. And then pretty much immediately following that, around 6 o'clock, we're going to have our parade of lights. The parade of lights has more than doubled in the second year alone. So we have more than double of what we did the first year. So, and the numbers keep coming in. So we're looking forward to a really fun and festive weekend here in the village. Also, we have our candlelight concert at the Reformed Church. That is on December 20th. And that's at 7 o'clock. The tickets are available on Eventbrite, the website, if you are interested in attending. It's a really beautiful concert and a beautiful location. And the church is very accommodating, and they provide like a coffee reception afterward, which is very nice. Let's see, I have a design meeting for the rail trail is coming up on the 18th. We're already in the preliminary design stage. So that project is moving forward very well. Let's see, we have our Village of Fishkill Christmas decoration contest started December 1st. Every year we pick the best house and the best business. A couple of the members from the activities committee will go around and check all of the decorations and pick winners, and we'll let everybody know on social media and on our website. And then in addition to the grant that we were discussing for the safe streets, I had a conversation with Emily Dozer from Dutchess County Transportation Council. And we may be able to use their data to do an even more in-depth study of some of the problems that we're having in the village. And that would put us in a very good position for implementation funding. So we're very positive about that. So happy to work with the Dutchess County Transportation Council as well, because we don't want to duplicate, we don't want to do the same things. So if we can take some of their data and put our money to a better use, we may be able to get more out of the grant. Wreaths Across America. We have 800 Fishkill veterans were laid to rest in Fishkill Rural Cemetery. We encourage everyone to check out, they're on our social media. I believe Libby's Funeral Home in Beacon sponsor a wreath or volunteer to go place the wreaths on the headstones. Very powerful. I believe it's December 14th. They're going to be going out and placing the wreaths on all the headstones. And it's very easy to buy a wreath. It takes like 1 second. Okay. So I think that's about all I have. So,
Are we still collecting Toys for Tot collection? Is that still
yes,
happening?
yes, the box is out there and till December 12th.
December 12th.
So we were encouraging people, if they were, and I'll put that out again, that if they maybe come to the event this weekend, that would be a great time to donate. So. Oh, and we also have the prom dress going on, prom and male clothes too, like boy clothes too. A few organizations, Houlihan Lawrence, and I think it was the Rotary, got together and they wanted to do a prom dress drive for gently used items. We've been collecting them here and we're happy to participate in that. That's going to be ongoing for a little while, so. Okay, so with that, the first item on our agenda tonight is Glenn Rafter from Total Football Hudson Valley. How are you, Glenn?
How you doing?
Do you want to come over to the, yeah,
So I'd just like to follow on from the Hudson Valley Rugby Club, heartfelt thanks and pass on our thanks from Total Football Hudson Valley in relation to the use of Sarah Taylor Park. Since we attended the meeting in March, we've hosted 7 tryout dates in March and April, which enabled us to field 2 teams in the elite development program, which happened in September through November. So we've just finished our first season. We were able to host 2 summer camps in July. We had 28 campers over the 2 weeks. We hosted 10 girls clinics over from June through September with 38 girls who attended in total. And we've hosted approximately 80 practice sessions, 40 of which or thereabouts have been at Sarah Taylor Park. So to say that your generosity with allowing us to use the field is really appreciated is an understatement. It's been absolutely pivotal to the success of our first year. So we wanted to thank you for the use. We also have an additional request, if we could. We're currently playing our home games in Middletown, a facility called Blue Sky. And we were hopeful that we may be able to host those games at Sarah Taylor Park in the coming season, which will be the spring season 2025. We have the ability to schedule the games on Saturday or Sunday at any time. And we've spoken with the folks at Hudson Valley Rugby Club, as we know that they have some home games there. So we were hoping that if we were able to dovetail with them, that we could host the home games there. We have, like I mentioned, 2 teams, a U9 and a U11 team. And the Elite Development Program League gives us the ability to schedule those games, like I said, anytime on a Saturday or Sunday. So we're hoping that we'd be able to, coordinate with the folks at Hudson Valley Rugby Club.
Mm-hmm.
So if that was something that we could explore, we'd really appreciate it. And like the rugby guys, if we could also explore building a shed. We're taking equipment forward and back at the moment. We asked them if they had any room, but I've seen it in person there. All their scrummaging equipment they're jam packed, so they weren't able to afford us any room in their shed. So if it was permissible at our cost, and you know, if we submitted the plans, etc., we'd be delighted to have the opportunity to build a shed there for our equipment.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions?
You want to build a shed directly next to the shed that's there?
I would imagine that that's the best idea.
Yeah, it's a good spot, I think. The
out of the
shed
way.
that's there, it's out of the way. It's not, you know. And it's close to the field, so.
Submit some plans.
Okay, perfect. We'll do that.
That'd be great.
Okay, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and I have the bid opening for the village snow removal for the police and fire department. We, for just the parking lot, and we just have one person. All Hands Landscaping is the person that, put in for the bid. That's the person that has been doing it, and that's the only bid that we got. So this is a kind of a small job.
There, is it an increase from last year or this year, I guess? Or is there a
I don't
difference?
think so.
You don't think so? Okay.
Yeah,
We advertised the bidding on the.
Yeah. yeah, it's just the one parking lot, so, over there. Two parking lots?
Well, police and fire, right? Did I read it
Oh,
wrong?
police and fire. Yeah,
So it's the two.
okay, two parking lots.
Do we need, do we need a resolution or?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll entertain a resolution to accept the bid for the snow removal at the police and fire departments.
Motion.
Second,
Any discussion?
What was the bid amount?
And
Yeah, it's the same as last season.
Yeah.
No prices have changed.
Glenn, no issues?
No, in fact, when they need, we allow them to store their equipment in one of our parking spots, so it's mutually beneficial.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, and let's see here. And I have a letter here, Glenn, for the resignation of Peter Healy from the Village of Fishkill Police Department. So I'll entertain a motion to accept the resignation.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and then that was a very short-lived retirement to the south.
Very unusual for somebody to relocate to South Carolina and all of a sudden decide they want to move back to cold New York. So
I don't know.
they moved, they were back staying at a hotel the night before Thanksgiving, and they're in the process of moving into their apartment this evening.
Wow.
They'll be available to start work next week.
Okay, so, and like you said in your email, that saves us a lot of trouble having to do background checks and everything, so.
Yes, this is essentially a reappointment. Ed Lyotard had worked with us from, March of 2008 until him leaving in June to
Mhm.
relocate, so, with the county, human resources, it's considered a reinstate.
Okay,
So I don't have to do a full background again.
Because it's within a year.
so I'll entertain a motion to appoint Edward Leotard as Village of Fishkill Police Officer.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That note, I must leave.
Okay.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye. Okay, here we go. This is the vehicle and traffic local law. And this is, adding the stop sign and the speed limit sign over by the library.
No,
No?
so I think it's the no parking sign.
The
I'm
temporary
sorry, yeah, the temporary no,
permanent.
to a permanent no parking, the stop signs are already there.
Yeah.
We didn't need, no, you're right, the building inspector who's here said we don't need actually a local law to put up that no parking sign because you have a stop sign there.
Mhm,
The vehicle and traffic law
mhm.
allows you to put a no parking sign.
Mhm.
Next to any stop sign.
So then we don't really need a local law. Okay,
But we do for the speed limit, don't we?
for the speed limit we do.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, look out for.
right.
And I'll just get you the verification for that also.
Can we still vote on this?
Yeah.
Can we still vote on this?
But what did Glenn say? Sorry,
Public hearing.
but does Glenn agree? Did we need,
I'll run by one.
okay,
I'll
whatever it is then.
I got confused. I thought it was a stop sign to validate a sign that was put there,
It was the no park, yeah, it was the temporary no parking.
yeah, and should it be a stop sign? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm confused, but
So then we're just gonna table this, I think, till next month.
Yeah, and we'll get to that.
So, right, I think I have a copy of that vehicle and traffic law that he sent me.
So what you can do is you just still want to do the speed limit and we don't need to do the parking sign, so we can just
Right.
set a public hearing for the speed limit.
We're just gonna do the speed limit, yeah. So can we move forward and set that public hearing?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I'll entertain a motion to, set let's say,
January.
yeah, it's gonna be
January sixth.
Okay, January 6th, to set, and I just conveniently have my dates right here. So, set a public hearing for our first meeting of the year, January 6th.
So moved.
Okay,
Second?
any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. And I'll get with you on the law, but, yep, okay. So that's good. Oh, okay, and now we're up to audit results.
If you could bind it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, this is for Bedford.
No, it's not for Bedford. It's for, yes, Bedford, I'm sorry, I had broad in the brain,
No.
sorry.
And you're changing the speed limit.
They're
Correct.
changing it from 30 to 25. Yeah, because of the amount of children around the library. And just, people coming in and out and stuff. That becomes congested, so.
Yeah.
All right, so I think at this point, we're up to the last item on the agenda, which was the audit results.
We have a special guest.
And we have a, Stephanie with us tonight. Can you come over to the, yeah.
Okay. So I guess just a brief highlight for our 2023 financial audit. Our net position for the village, was 12,064,942, which was roughly a 2.3 million increase from the previous year. We had at the close of the year, we had ending balance of negative 15.2 million, but that includes our capital works projects that they're always gonna look negative, so. But that was an overall decrease of 6.5. And then at the end of the current year, the unassigned fund balance for our general fund was 539,864. And yeah, I mean, is there any other questions that anyone has regarding the audit? I mean,
So we're basically constantly in an audit.
Yeah. I mean, we started the 2024 audit already. We are underway with that. So yeah, we're,
Yeah, RBT is our firm that we use. And they help us to stay on, target with what we have to do.
our AFR is filed with, OSC with the state. It's waiting in the certification. So once it's public, we can, our 2023 AFR will be available on the state's website. Right now it's just in certification, and it's just recommended by RBT that we do not file our AFR until the audit is completed. So that's why it's still in certification.
Great.
There were some recommendations, on the managerial portion.
Mhm.
Do we have any plans or any ideas on how to remedy those suggestions?
Yeah, in the email that I sent back in October, most of them were addressed, in that email, but did you have any specific ones that you were concerned about?
The fire department one, do we,
So that was kind of, I'm not even 100% sure. So the issue that held up our audit was actually due to the LoSAP points. And there was just a disconnect in the fire department as to what the correct points were. But Danny actually just got back to his position in the fire department, and he fixed all of that for me. We actually already have those points submitted for our 2024 audit. So we are rocking and rolling with that.
Can we talk about New York class a little bit while we're here?
If you'd like.
Yeah, so we had invested some of the village's money and it was very, very beneficial. A lot of the other municipalities use them as well. They're basically, it's only for municipalities or like fire departments, school districts, like places like that. But the interest is incredible. And we made a very good return. And I would be really interested in putting more money into that
Yeah,
fund.
we can definitely, I'll look up what the current rates are. I remember while we were at conference, they were discussing how, what happened was gonna affect that, but hopefully not NY class as much.
Mhm.
I wanna say the rates were around 5% at the time.
Mm.
But I will look into it, and then we can certainly decide if we feel
Yeah,
comfortable
definitely.
moving some.
Because
money over.
we moved a little bit of money over just to kind of see. And then I had gone to a meeting with the other mayors and supervisors and they had come in to present. And I realized a lot of the other towns were already using this group. And, and it's very beneficial. So I'd like to see if we can't, do that more.
Is there a hold time for that?
No,
4 months?
no,
You can take
it's,
it, put it in,
you can take it out the
Yeah.
same day. Yeah,
Same day.
it's unbelievable. Yeah, and it was over 5%. It was
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, thank
Anything
you.
else? All set?
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Okay,
I know that's a lot of hard work, so we really do appreciate it.
yes, a lot, that's all these papers, all these vouchers. It's an incredible amount of work. So thank you. All right, does anybody else have anything? Do you have anything, Daniel? Did you?
You want to talk about, or let's talk about the fire truck,
Okay,
Greg? Potentially, we'd have to take the ban.
Well, ban, at the term stands for bond anticipation of. And that's what you do after you do a bond resolution. So a ban is you borrowing the money. Bond resolution is your decision to actually borrow. And the borrowing consists of taking out a bond anticipation of it. So if the board wants to purchase this fire truck using money that we borrow, you have to adopt the bond resolution, which I could have ready for your January board meeting if you want to do it then. The bond resolution would say you're going to borrow up up to 1,500,000 purchase this pumper fire truck. And that doesn't mean you have to borrow 1.5 million, it means you can borrow up to that amount. You can borrow more than that. So you adopt the bond resolution, there's usually about a 60-day time period for the public to come in and challenge the adoption. That I've never seen happen, but they could. And bonding council requires that if you wait to borrow money until after the call the estoppel period has expired and the publication has been put in the newspaper and nobody has challenged the bond resolution. So there is a 60-day time period where you can't borrow money. But you could sign a contract to buy a fire truck. You're not borrowing money at that time. Or what you do in buying a truck, so that's up to you, the village, whether it makes sense to adopt the final resolution and then sign the contract to buy the truck. I would think that would be the right order.
I would agree with that.
I want to sign the contract and then find.
Yeah, put the cart before the horse, right?
My suggestion, the recommendation would be if you're going to buy this truck, that you tell me to get the bonding council and have a bond resolution ready for you to vote on at your January meeting. And the bond resolution would say you could borrow up to 1.5 million to buy the truck.
And then at that point, do we revisit with manufacturer the pricing and the cost again?
Yes, but I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be able to lock that in.
Yeah,
Keep
it's
it
only,
5.
yeah,
The thing is, when you turn it into a new year, you just don't know.
Everything's
So-
gonna go down this year.
So, well, I like your thinking, but we just don't know.
Right.
So, but I think it's worth moving forward with this. I mean, it's an 18-month build out for this
Yes,
truck.
yep.
We have to start.
Yeah, and my guess is that you don't actually have to spend money, at least as far as I can see from the contract, and you can tell me if I'm right, is that you don't have to spend money until the chassis has been delivered to Marion, the manufacturer.
I think there is, yes, that is correct. I believe you're correct, yes.
So I'm guessing that we're talking about a year maybe before the chassis actually gets to the manufacturer. And that's when you have to pay for it, the chassis. You have
Yes,
to pay for the whole
and that's about a third of that price.
third of the price.
Yeah.
So that means you take out, at that point, you take out a bond anticipation note for that amount of money, whatever,
for just the chassis?
just the chassis.
Oh,
Because you already authorized the borrowing of 1.5 million.
mhm.
How long is that good for, that 1.5
The
authorization?
resolution is good
Perpetuity goes on and on. Yeah, great.
for that truck.
Specific.
So we're just basically like stating our intention that we're gonna borrow this money.
Agree that the village is going to borrow this
Mhm,
amount of money on behalf of the village, while it's up.
mhm,
Designated for specifically for this purchase of this fire truck. You couldn't do it, couldn't use that money to fix the road or something
mhm.
specific to the purchase of this fire truck. So you don't actually, when you authorize bond resolution, you're not spending any money right away.
Right,
You won't spend the money until you need it to pay for the chassis. You won't spend the rest of the money for 2 years, probably.
mhm.
So we could go forward and get the authorization and then still work on whatever else we need to agree on with the truck and the build and everything else, but at least we have the process rolling.
This would get the process.
Yeah. I
rolling.
think we
Correct,
should,
yeah.
So if the board would like to talk to bond council and have a bond resolution ready for you. January 6th board meeting, I can have that ready if you want. The board wants to do that.
I'm for it. Is anybody else?
So I'm just gonna restate, so we're just gonna get the ball rolling, but then we can still work on the other facts, because I know there were some discounts or something that we could get with the truck.
Yes, and you're not spending any
And
money.
we're not spending any money,
Right.
so we can still work with the fire department on the actual build of the truck and agree to disagree on certain things that we might, but it's just gonna get it moving forward.
Correct.
Get
It's the
ball
first
rolling.
step on many.
If you haven't signed a contract to buy a truck yet,
Right, no,
you're just
Mm-mm.
authorizing the borrowing is money.
Yes. Mhm.
So, or, fine, I will,
Okay,
I support.
good. Okay, please. Yes, yes, yeah,
Thanks, Greg.
okay.
1.5, up to 1.5.
Sure.
Okay, is that what the price was?
It's
1.5?
one, four.
Okay, might as well round it up, right? So I have a question. We've been invited to a meeting in the town of Fishkill, regarding traffic on this weekend, Saturday. And I just, like, are we all allowed to go? Like, as a board, like,
It's a public meeting that's been noticed.
not a public meeting?
If it's not a public meeting, then only 2 board members can go to it. Unless you declare it to be a public meeting and publish a notice in the newspaper. Maybe they don't want it.
I don't think that, yes, please.
It's, so Keep Fishkill Beautiful invited electeds from not just the village, but the town. Also Senator Wilson, Doug McCool, Yvette Valdez Smith. So there's it's not public, like open to the public, but it certainly isn't like a board meeting.
Right.
Or, a town board meeting or something like that. So I don't know. That was a question I know the town had as well.
Yeah,
My opinion is that 2 board members could go because it's not a quorum.
Mhm.
It's a committee.
mm-hmm,
So the board could send a committee to this meeting,
mm-hmm,
and that would not be a violation of the open meeting. So
okay,
if you send more than 2, that's quorum.
right.
Therefore,
That's what I was concerned about, because I just don't wanna, I don't wanna have any trouble.
recommendation is 2.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Good.
Right.
So I was going, well, I figured we could work it out. Yeah.
I'll take myself out. I've got my daughter's recital anyway.
Oh.
I'll be able to go for an hour, maybe an hour and a half.
Okay,
So you,
Oh, no,
between you
So
three,
okay.
it's fine, but there's 4 of us that are signed up to go, so only 2
No,
can
and
go.
like, we all wanted to come. So that was a good thing, right? Like, everybody wanted,
It's just the initial.
yeah, okay. And then whoever goes will bring back the information for everybody else, so that'll be good.
So 2 out of you 3. Okay, so then they'll go.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Done.
So did you have anything else, Nick?
No, I think that's enough.
Anything? No? No? Does any comment? Yes. Can you come to the podium, please? All the way up here, I know. That's fine.
I'm good. So I want to give a shout out. Last week, there was an accident in Broad and Bedford during the evening. Next morning, I woke up and it was raining. There was lots of car parts all over the place.
Oh,
So I went out with the bag and started cleaning stuff up, and Shane from the maintenance.
Oh,
um,
Shane Ryan? Yeah, Shane.
Shane and
Yeah.
Mark stopped the truck, got out, helped me clean it up. I mean, we picked up a 50-gallon garbage bag of plastic parts and pieces.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
he just stopped, and it was great. I didn't ask him to stop.
Oh.
So just a shout out to those guys on the holiday, and they did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Very cool.
I'll make sure that they hear about that. We appreciate it. Yeah, no, they're great. We have a bunch of guys down at the, water and sewer plant. They're great, and that's all you can ask for, right? They don't even have to be asked. They just chip in. Yeah, thank you. And you should have seen them dressed up for Halloween when they gave the candy to all the kids. So, oh, I forgot to say, this week already is the kids from Fishkill Elementary are coming, and they come, just the lower grades, I think, like kindergarten, just kindergarten. They come, and you might notice the bottom of our tree is not decorated. They make ornaments for us, and they come and they decorate and they sing, and it's really nice. So we have that going on this week too. It's really good. We have such a great relationship with Fishkill Elementary. So we do a lot of things with them throughout the year. So we're happy to be here for them. And we're happy to always see the children every year. So,
Mayor, do we know when the fire department is doing their drive around fundraising?
Yes.
Santa,
it is the 21st.
is it the 21st?
Yes,
And I think there's
I'm gonna
a
check,
Santa
but I'm,
visit that they could organize, correct? You can organize a stop at your house.
Yeah, I went, that
Yes.
one out already. They
Yes.
dropped off all the.
So they have the annual fundraiser and they go around door to door and just drop off like literature about, fire safety and such. And there's usually an envelope in there with the handout. So if you would like to have them stop at your house, for pictures, like with the fire truck, and they bring a gift, I think that's generously donated from the Alps, which is always really nice. We love it in my family. It's the best day of the year.
Okay.
When the fire department comes around with Santa, so.
I'm just wondering, do you know if they have a form that we can
They do have
somehow
a form.
upload for?
We could
share?
ask to get a copy of it, but I
Share
don't
it?
have,
Social media?
yeah. Yeah,
It
let's see
came
if we
with
can get
the-
a copy.
It came with the envelope.
I already
Did
filled
not,
mine out.
right?
It might be some people that didn't get it.
Like
That-
people who live in apartment
So we
complexes.
could just
might
scan
not
it,
get-
scan it and
Yeah,
post it. Yeah,
Say,
Yeah,
no
so
problem.
we'll get a copy of it. We could scan it and yeah, we could do that. Okay. Sounds good.
Who's doing the posting for us? You want me to just post it up to the?
If we could get that and then, we could probably maybe put something on the website too.
So you want me?
I don't know
to
when
scan
they wanted I think there's still plenty of time though, honestly. I think they were taking people for a while,
All right.
because it's at the very end of the month.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll scan it.
Okay.
I'll
Thank
post
you.
it to Facebook and then I'll send you a copy if you want to send it to the
Because they have their usual
website.
route, so if people go in last minute,
Yeah,
they'll have the route, they'll just make another
Yeah.
stop.
yeah.
It's a great event.
It is, it's awesome. Oh, and that's about it. Does anybody else have anything? Anybody from the audience other than that? No? Okay, thank you. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, with your families and friends. We'll see you in January. Hopefully we'll see you at a lot of our fantastic village events. And, Happy New Year.
Move to adjourn.
Yep.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor? Aye.